We last left off with finishing up the level 25 job quest, I think. So, I think we're about to join the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Why don't we go on ahead and take care of that? After, you know, waiting in the queue to get into the world. Alright. Oh, we haven't done the level 25 quest yet. We were about to do it, but I ended. Okay. Well, let's go on ahead and take care of that and then join the Scions. Alright, so we're getting a new weapon. We're getting a new piece of gear, or a silver piece. I'm probably gonna get the new pants, honestly. New pants or shirt. How's that look? Ah, green. Perfect. Alright. Oh there, Throat. We have a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough with what with Mila Mort snapping at our heels, but we managed to grapple the first trinket without too much fuss. Biting back at the other two treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the Stray gets here, I'll explain what, or more to the point, who we're up against. Cutscene. Alright, we've two baubles left on the list, Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we're at. Oh, where's Perimu got to? Underfoot, he's still looking to whittle the tail behind the bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be cloying that stickler until we've at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Trisha's side, I've been doing some digging of my own into the Executioner, allies of the Grinning Curse, and I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. Right, you've heard of the bloody Executioners of Hope. It seems the Curse was feeding from the fanbowl of one of the nation's greatest pirate powers. This ain't no ordinary crew with cutthroats, lad. With limbs of Lamensa, the bloody Executioners wield power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. Blah, blah, blah. These pirates are really powerful. We need to get these items back before they do unspeakable damage to everything. That's what I think is going on anyway. These guys broke the code, and no matter how powerful they are, we need to uphold it. Looks like we're being sent to take care of a meeting with a contact to the black market. Here's the thing that you can bribe the kobolds with, potentially. Let's get rid of that. We'll be joining the Scions in due time. Oh, good. Yeah, looks like I'm getting out via the, Middle Nausicaa Bridge. Let's hurry to an Ethernet shard and warp there. To the Zephyr Gate. Hello, can I talk to you? Oh. Was he part of a fate of some kind? Whatever. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm going this way then. It's actually not too far, honestly. And just kicking the ass of some lesser creatures. There we go. Now I'm in the mood. Let's go. Don't mind me, just gonna check out some stuff over this way. Oh yeah, the cave bats. Still need to take these guys out. There we go. Oh wow. That gave me quite a bit of additional loot. Alright, still need a wild dodo and, some of these guys. Okay. I think I can get the wild dodo on the way there. I think I went the wrong way. Oh well. Alright, I don't see any wild dodos, so let's just get on with the job quest. Oh, I think I see some dodos over here. Yeah, wild dodos. Preferably a wild dodo that's not going to pull anyone else, because I just want the one. There we go. Ta-da! Alright, all that's left are those monkeys, and I'll probably get those some other time. Oh, and I'm in the middle of a fate. Oh, whatever. They're not going to be able to do anything to me, and I can't do anything to them, so yeah. Oh, God. Enemies? Oh, hi. What's up? Ow. There we go. I don't think I got anything extra from that, so I don't know why I used Mug. I guess if anything, it's just a quick little bit of damage if you're looking to finish somebody off quickly. Alright. Welcome to the House of Sticks, young rogue. You must excuse my hireling's enthusiasm for greeting visitors. Now, have you any cumbersome baggage of which might relieve you before we begin our conversation in the earnest? Yeah. Here's some coin. Hold on, just checking something. Okay. Yeah! A heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight has balanced the scales. The sum is paid and the deal is made. Let us speak of these reformists. This faction that's so wrong the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures, the earrings better known as the Silver Sorrows. Deal, it is set to take place at Costa del Sol. The buyer? A moneyed merchant from the Golden Sands of Ul'dah. Earnings will be out in the open, vulnerable. I would target the moment of transaction were I so inclined, as the gentleman up there by the cabin appears to be, for he purchased the self-same information. Though he attempts to disguise its identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he came to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain. Yeah, you're totally looking not suspicious there, guy. Might want to try to find a better disguise. Yeah, brave she is, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be her fall. So you want to work together or something, or are you just gonna... Okay, you can just keep talking to him. I'm gonna go. Oh god, so loud in here. So bustling. I prefer smaller, more secluded areas. Makes it easier to shank some ankles. Hey, Gatekeep, let me in. Alright, deal's gonna be made at Costa del Sol. Let's go. Oh yeah, one of the Yellow Jackets was spying on our conversation. Is she trying to get herself killed? Let's go on ahead and go after her. You guys stay, wait for the little Lalafell, and I'll take care of this and possibly die. Oops, don't want that one. Alright, simplest way to get there would probably be out of the Lower Nausicaa gate. So I definitely don't have that location yet. Now we just run. So yeah, the plan today is to take care of the level 25 job quest for rogues, all the story quests up to and including the trial to take out Ifrit the first time, and if I'm at level 30 by the end of the stream, I'll probably take care of the level 30 rogue quest. But if I manage to take care of all that in the time allotted, I might just end the stream early, I don't know. Yeah, definitely haven't been up here yet. Haven't even done the quest to get a chocobo yet. Gear's looking okay. Gotta check on my teleportation locations. Okay, good. I've got Horizon. Yay, I got a new location. Bloodshore. Oh, it's a good thing I took the right path. Ooh, now that thing I could definitely slice and dice. A large buffalo. Can't be too tough, right? I mean, I'm only 6 levels below it, but I could probably take it on for 5 seconds. They're also a little aggressive, so I think I'm sticking to the road instead of cutting through the grass. Don't pay attention to me, please. Okay, we're all good. We're all good here. Before I talk to her, I'm gonna go on ahead and get the, get myself attuned to this thing. Attuning. Ta-da! Okay. I can now come back here at will. It's gonna make it easier for the main story quest, probably. I told you to wait at the guild. I don't need... Well, it might be as I could use an extra cove in the shadows after all. Jack has his mind set on punishing the executioners, but me, I just want to sulk in, cloy them silver bits, and skulk out. Reckon if I could manage that with no one wiser, then they wouldn't know who to come after. Finish the job without drawing me daggers, you know? Alright, cool. Fewer casualties means less bloodshed for us. But I still want to shank some ankles. Deal's about to start. Say the word when you're bending to head in. Yeah, sure. Let's go. There, the players have arrived. The Reformist coin counter and the Uldon buyer are setting up on the southeast platforms. The earrings ought to be nearby. Hang out. Where are all these other coals? This place was meant to be empty. Yeet. I see some nasty looking blokes in Uldon garb and... Are those mammoths? The merchants brought along a whole bloody entourage. I've gotten ahead of myself. I should have realized the job would never be that easy. Might have to mill a few of them bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want to fight through a forest of blades should you get caught sneaking about up on them narrow walkways. Jack, I thought I'd... Stow your excuses, love. I know full well what you were on about. You start going soft on us, though, and it'll be like losing one of my arms. I can't take on the bloody executioners all by myself. It's only because I got rogues like you and Underfoot and Throat here that the guild can take the jobs it does. When our coves walk in the shadows, it's the bleeding pirates who do the trembling. Yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's head in. Sneak up, attack one from behind, kill him. Going ahead and do the same thing over and over again. Alright. So, trick attack? There we go. There we go. Oh, God. They were about to hit me with an attack. No, you don't. Let's go ahead and stop you from attacking for a little while. gonna save my shade shift for the next group. They still can't see me. What? Oh, God. Kinda busy at the moment. Oh, you're over there. Cool. Be over there in just a second. I gotta deal with this guy. There we go. I'm coming. There we go. See, you were doing just fine. You didn't need my help until now. Now for the imp earrings. Reformist accountant. All right, so who are you going after? I guess you were just waiting for me. Alright, I got this guy. You take on the cell sword. Aw, you healed yourself? That won't do. That won't do at all. Rogues? No one mentioned aught about rogues. What else do you think you're doing? I'm conducting a business transaction on behalf of the bloody executioners. Do you understand what that means? Do you know what they'll do to you? Well, they can try, but I don't think their ankles are going to be safe. I am all frightened. Odd, then, that you're the one who's shaken. Don't much matter to me who you work for. Your boss has broke a code, and we're here to collect. Those be the Silver Sorrows, then. I'm sure you paid a caravan of coin from the shiny bubbles, but I doubt they're worth your life. Let's have them, then. Wait, damn you! You should know that this personage is an extremely influential member of the East Alderanard Trading Company. Surely you've heard of it. If the threat of reprisal will not stay your hand, then consider political ramifications of interfering with a foreign dignitary. The Admiral would not desire you to damage Limsa's relations with the Ul'dah. With Ul'dah, rather. Yes, exactly. I'm highly placed in Ul'dah society. I have powerful friends who would not be pleased were you to mistreat me in any fashion. And you must understand the Silver Sorrows are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon the Sultana Nanasha ul Nasha by her champion. Blah, blah, blah. You must think me some dull-witted thug. If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, then why'd you sneak about on consorting with pirates? An excellent point. One might doubt your quality of character were you to continue with these feeble fabrications. Oh, hi. Need only entrust those earrings to me, should you truly wish to see them return to Ul'dah, that is. After all, 'twas to fulfill that very purpose that the Thalassocracy bid on the sorrows in the first place. Bit late there, aren't you, Captain? I think you'll agree this round belongs to us. On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew they were dealing with a merchant of Ul'dah. I come bearing an official order of seizure authorized by the Admiral herself. Oh, good. So it's basically 1-1. Well, that means we have to get the golden sarcophagus back at level 30. Hells, take that canary-colored harpy. Might as well have handed the things to her on a velvet cushion. I'll go find Underfoot and help him with his digging. There's still that last treasure out there, and you can be sure the reformists won't be given up without a fight. Ah, you do that. Been in luck to you, love. Ah, there you are. You left before events had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. The Ul'dah merchant has acquiesced blah blah blah. I cannot read that. To our request and surrender the Silversars into our keeping. We've also apprehended the reformist accountant and we'll be holding him for further questioning. Oh, bone and associate to the bloody executioners. You yellow jackets don't flinch from your duty, I'll give you that. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? Thought you'd sooner die than associate with the elements of the underworld. I will do what I must to stay ahead in this challenge, and that Marketeer's knowledge was vital to the case. 'Tis true I might find this practice distasteful, but he's no pirate. It is the fading era of piracy, which I mean to consign to the history books, and that chapter will never be fully closed until every pirate-spawned relic, including you and your guild, becomes a thing of the past. Blah, 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 I'm so uppity. I hate pirates no matter who they serve. And a grand... yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's 1-1. We're tied. If we get the golden sarcophagus back, then we're gonna stick it to her. Yeah, she's still getting in over her head, in my opinion. And even though I'm probably never going to use them, I just want to get it off my map. All right. Back to Laminsa. Fisherman's Guild. And after I'm done here, we're heading over into Ul'dah to meet with the Scions of the 7th Dawn. The jump key on my pad wasn't working for some reason. There we go, now it's working. I guess I had it too close to my keyboard. Alright, mission completed. Alright, so let me check on these. Try on. Oh, they're green as well. I think I'll take the green pants. Market for death. Ooh, MrViperfang. Alright, equip. Item comparison. I think I'll just stick with those knives. Update, which means I can take these out, and I'm gonna offload some wares. Although I probably will keep... Actually, on this character, I'm probably not gonna keep the brand new skirt. Just because I'm gonna be sticking to purely rogue. And not any other class, so I'm probably just gonna get rid of them. Alright, time to head to the merchants. And then I'm heading off to meet with the Scions. Hawker's Alley. Oh, also I'm gonna repair gear. Repair all. Boom. Cool. Where is... Oh, you'll do. Yeah, I can't even sell the brand new skirt, so I guess I'm keeping it in my, I guess I'm gonna keep it, then. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Sell. Sell. Have no use for ethers, honestly. Custom-made tunic. I guess that's gonna go over here. Oops. Antidote, high potion, eye drops. Yep, that's it. Alright, let's go on ahead and see if I can get up to the, oh wait, that's the ferry, never mind. Yeah, let's get up to the airship landing and, potentially reduce the price it'll take to get to Ul'dah. Or rather, the, Scions headquarters. Skip. Hastings strip, please. Or Hustings strip. Alright, yeah, definitely cheaper now. Let's go. Keep wanting to hit sprint. Let's see. Just want to see if this is configured properly. Play music. Okay, good. I'm not interested in the fate. God, I'm level 20. I'm halfway to level 26, and the main story quests are currently level 17. Feels super overleveled for this. Well, we can also learn about dyes, I guess. Color your world and glamours. I'm going ahead and do that after I'm done at the Scions the first time. Ah, look at her. Hi. I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Hey, I'm here to meet with the Scions? At the behest of Y'shtola. My sincerest apologies. Can I please have your name? There you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I'm looking forward to assisting you during your time with us. Yay! Alright, so now let's head in. There we are. Now, does the cutscene play now, or... Okay, I gotta keep going. I take it your throat grew out. Tataru sent word you'd arrived. Wow, she's quick. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Okay. Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the new things for the quest restructuring. All right, these are all worthless, so I'm taking money. And now cutscene.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming.
As they all stare at me.
Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
Potential thumbnail. Look at that sly smile.
Right to burst with questions, but have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose.
All right, but my question is, can I shank their ankles? This is very important for me. I gotta put these knives to work, lady.
Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent.
No one else here shanks ankles?
This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
Lady, it's 2020. I've lost count of how many times I've actually felt like that on the inside.
All
Where's my drink?
These things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo.
I didn't know existential dread had that had a unique name.
The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose.
She's explaining anxiety,
That's right.
basically.
I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm.
Well, I mean, as for the sudden bouts of dizziness and just passing out, that's me after I've gone on an alcohol binge.
I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
To get the story going, I have no choice but to lend you my power, do I? Papers you requested, my lady. Hey, it's Tataru again. Thank you, Tataru. Pleasure's mine, my lady. By way of a welcome gift, I've taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you're entitled to employ the services of a retainer. Ooh. Okay, well, looks like I'm gonna be doing that as well. And I've got a particular look in mind. Wild Rose. Active Health hiring a retainer has been added to the registry. Yay, I can use a retainer. Oh, right, and Vesper Bay tickets. I guess I just right-click and hit use on this. Yeah, they added these so that it'd be much easier for people to get here because there's no aetheryte in Vesper Bay. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our grave concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Blah, blah, blah. You've told me this before. Dangers are great. They are, yet the risks we take are justified, given that which is at stake. Oh. I just had to do that. Okay. Glamour Dispeller. Cool.
I take it you will help us.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
Even though you sound like you're a preacher, but yeah.
But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Charlian ring any bells?
Kinda.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Scions were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now.
Oh, cool.
The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popolimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Okay.
I don't
my
like
turn
how
to
he said
introduce
that.
someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team.
You look sleazy.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Ah, yes, she looks ravishing.
Greetings. I have been expecting you.
Oh, really?
Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
You're weird.
The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Yes, I've seen her.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
She's the best character in the Scions.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task.
As a way to prove myself.
Urianger,
Right.
Have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
Then go get them. Oh, you already have them.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina & Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day.
But this one has to do with primals, and that's why we're being asked to help.
However, this
Sorry,
time we have
I've
reason to believe that
already
a primal
done
is
this a
involved.
few times before, so I know what happens.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand
A beast
the
tribe was
nature of our
involved.
struggle
It
with
was
primals, I would have you
primals.
play the leading role in this investigation.
But shouldn't
You have my
Urianger do
thanks.
that since...
If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred.
Urianger's
He is
voice
well-versed
actor
in
in
the affairs
Realm
of
Reborn
Ul'dah.
is the same voice actor who played Balthier in Final Fantasy XII.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
And one of his famous lines is, "I play the leading man." So, yeah. Alright, well, let's speak to Thancred then. Ready to begin? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate the crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected, assuming we are correct, it is unlikely. It is like that any discoveries we make in relation in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends that the mineral concern have doubled security over the shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions to take our priority. Okay. Now we go to Camp Drybone. God, I think these new socks are a little tight on my legs when I have them rolled all the way up. Oh yeah, there's a vendor here, isn't there? I think I could go in. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, you look familiar. Don't mind me, lad. I'm just here to deliver shipment. Now, where should I tell him to put it? Alright, so there should be a merchant here. I hope. Or maybe that's a little later. Oh, there's merchants outside. I'm also gonna go on ahead and get the quest to get glamours and dyeing my gear out of the way. That way I can actually look however the hell I want. Because I definitely want to try to keep this eye patch as long as possible. Color your world. Boop. You there, yes, you, the decidedly unfashionable adventurer. Blah, 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 get me orange juice. Yeah, this is the right one. I think? No, it's not. Crafting tome vendor, don't need that. Merchant and mender. I think I get orange juice from you. Yep. 1 bottle of orange juice. Gonna sell those. And we're good to go. There you go. There's some orange juice. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Those dyes you've been collecting up until now can be used to dye clothes. And now here's the ability to use them. Enjoy. Ah, green beret. Try on. I like my eye patch better. Also, I'll be able to dye my eye patch now. Might dye blood red, actually. Alright. And for this one, you're gonna need some even fancier orange juice. Made from rare oranges. You're right here. Yay, thank you for the rare orange juice. I'm gonna teach you how to use glamours. Yay. I can color my gear and change my gear. Alright, what's this one? Absolutely glamorous. Disciple of the Hand. So this is basically a quest that lets you create prisms. I usually just buy them in the market, so I don't really think I'll need that. Alright, so let me go on ahead and take a look. That's rose pink. I know I've got some others with me. I think. Or maybe not. I don't think I have collected any. Bone white dye. I guess I'll wait until I get some red dye before I start doing that. Alright, but we got a green beret. I don't want it, but I'll keep it anyway because it's special. I guess it's a special piece of gear. Alright. Alright, let's go to Camp Drybone. Which is... Where the hell is Camp Drybone? Map. Oh, okay. It's all the way over here. Might be easier if I do this then. Thought I was in the same area as Horizon for some reason. And I've been in this area so many times. Alright, let's get out to Central Thanalan. I think I want Nald. Get there a little bit faster. Yeah. Then I'll tune myself to Blackbreast Station. Oh, and I guess I can learn about materia. So I might go on ahead and do that as well. On my way to Shank Ifrit's ankles. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll make a quick detour to get this. I'm just checking something. Materia extraction, yeah, here it is. Make a little bit of extra pocket change. Wish to remove materia from an item, highlight the icon and select the retrieve materia. There's a chance that the materia will be salvaged. Yay! I can extract materia. I think you teach, oh yeah. You learn to meld materia if you have a Disciple of the Hand or Land job. I'm just going to rely on a materia melder. But yeah, now I can extract materia. Which means I'm going to be making a lot of money. Whee! Potentially. Yeah, which ones are fully spirit bound? I don't think I have anything. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. I thought I did. Eastern Thanalan. I'm almost level 26. Did I get did I, okay, I got Black Breast Station. Okay. Cool. Alright, get this first and then talk to Isambard. Hey, I'm with the Scions, here to help. Glamour Dispeller, and I get an option of different items. I have a better belt, so I'm taking the shards. And I'm level 26. Alien Edge. Delivers an attack with potency of 100, 160 when executed from a target's rear. Ooh. And combo potency. Ooh, okay, and rear combo potency is 480. Alright, I'm actually gonna go on ahead and pop you right there because I can actually use this in a, as the third move. Combo action, Gust Slash. Yeah! Alright. There we are. Okay. I was confused about my buttons for some reason. Alright, Mythilia names the Amalja culprits on all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Blah, blah, blah. Let's do this. Retrieve ripe corpses. Ooh. Yeah, let's go on ahead and get the corpses from the burning caravan. Also a chocobo keep. I'm very resilient for a little guy. Oh god, there's gonna be enemies. Let's do this. Oh, okay. There we go. Got him. Wee out. It's good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains? Yes, I was. Wait, these are flowers, not corpses. Alright. Ooh, new hats and more bronze pieces. So I guess I'm going to be taking the bronze pieces again. Deliver Isambard's note to Ungust. Over this way. Yeah. I assume I go through this store. Oh! It's you. I delivered the note. I didn't expect that to go well after realizing who the hell that was. Now to talk with the common folk. Alright, cool. Devious derelict. And a petrified pauper. Have a good day. Yeah, they seem to be very scared. That is a very festive chocobo. Hey, it's before Thanksgiving. Why do you have them dressed like that? Oh my god, you're as bad as retail stores. Damn capitalism. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. And you seem oddly dismissive. Suppose I should have expected as much from Ungus. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. Common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Alright. Thank you for the money. And, ooh, silver pieces. Oh, I am so glad I have a better piece of body gear. Because I'm getting 2,500 for this one. Alright. I guess take the corpses over to Marquis. Yeah, they all get out of here, but I'm just gonna turn this way immediately. You know, probably would have been faster if I went that other direction. You have a very unfortunate name, person. Hey, Marquis. You look like somebody who's good around machines. For some reason, even though I've totally never met you before. Alright, let's go ahead and bury this guy. Or, you know, embalm him. Oh, that. Okay. Yep, we buried him. We... Weird. Anyway. I hear you've done us a service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of the missing Drybone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the order I could find in them, and they and me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything, I will keep you guys updated, blah, blah, blah. Head back and turn in the quest. Away I go! I felt like I hit an invisible wall. Like my forward direction wasn't working. Ooh, a cutscene. Thank you, Throat. A burial's no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? Been keeping yourself busy as of late, haven't you? A pleasure, my dear Eisenbar. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungus more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service of the gods. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. And I suspect a woman. Because at this point in the story, I only want to get into the pants of beautiful women. Alright, so cotton breeches, cotton trousers. Bronze pieces are still better. Alright, well, let's go on ahead and clear that lady. To the Golden Bazaar! Is that a cat guy? Oh, no. Dragon guy. Dragon dude. Oh, yeah. Definitely, definitely a dragon guy. Alright, I'm almost there. Oh, there's another Chocobo Keep. He looked at me weird. There we go. Wow, I did not gain much experience from that. Makes sense, I'm nearly 10 levels above it. How much experience am I getting from this? Okay. Uncombed urchin. Please help. Sister Orson went out on her own and hasn't come back. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if she's causing trouble or whatnot. Or if she's in trouble. Oh. She's in trouble. Okay. There we go. Back attack. Gotcha. There we go, you're safe now. You are one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours again. You spoke with the child, yes. Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Alright, looks like she's in the clear. Alright, I think I'll just teleport to Camp Drybone. Much quicker. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forbid. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Yeah, it seems like she's in the clear. Alright. Ow, feet. I'm still taking the silver piece. Left word that he'll be waiting at the Malja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Okay. I guess I go down this way to get out. Get there faster. Oh, don't want to go that way. That takes me right off a cliff. And toward death, potentially. Just checking the skill that I'm getting at level 30. Ooh, deals damage over time. Cool. Oh. Almost past Thancred. Alright, what do you got? Ah, there you are, Throat. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about our good sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious, so it would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But though false as they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Was following Sister Arson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. Tracked them as far as this encampment, but well, let's just say I'd prefer to keep my distance and remain here. So I'm gonna send you in instead! Fine, I'll deal with this. Do this quietly. Don't mind me, I'm just being sneaky. There we go. I think you might have seen me. Or seen something. That is a very strange name, but kind of fitting for a thaumaturge, or however it is it's pronounced. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? I got a leaflet. Think this might have anything to do? Some sort of assembly to provide poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? It's all in Comic Sans. And it being in Common Sans means it's primals. The work of. Hold on a second, I'm checking something. Okay. We're all good now. Show the queer leaflet to Sister Orson. Orson. Oh, she's in the inn room. Because obviously. In here? Yeah. My savior comes again, to what I owe the honor this day. Can you tell us something about this? Blasphemous, these are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order, of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Plot thickens. Our culprit pretends to be a priest and uses Comic Sans for fake flyers. Let's go and see what we can do about that. Exits this way. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Throat. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Okay, boop. Dressed to deceive. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. Cool. I'm afraid I've not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them, but unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Throat and me, sir, serve like posing as impoverished souls. Alright, so I guess I gotta equip some subpar gear. And learn how to read Comic Sans properly. Alright, well. Equip. Yay, I'm all set. Alright, let's talk to some people. Alright, cool. Can I get some work? I am but a lowly refugee. I seek succor and work. Alright, I think there's somebody in here. I was right. Hey, can I help? Oh. Okay. You don't want my filth touching him, I get it. Can I help watch the town? There we go. I have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Throat. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. Alright, well, I gotta re-equip them. There we go. Alright, I guess that's all that's needed to blend in. Just 2 pieces of gear. Kind of impressive, honestly. I believe it's up on this cliff here. Yeah. We'll need disguises. Perfect. Fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? More like sunset, but I get what you mean. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. There's no way. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. The leaflet bears the teaching of Nald. Trust to them, and they'll surely set you free from the shackles of penury. Tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. How'd you know? You bastards tricked me! It's kinda obvious when we look at your eyes, dumbass. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began, They would appear as sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I thought I'd do bad things to help with the good of the people. I wanted to work with the Amalja to ensure that they never raided ever again. Sacrifice the well-being of people, and all he wanted to do was line his pockets. Hi. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. Be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? Okay. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still out there somewhere. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Alright, well, let's go on ahead and finally use one of these. Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket. Yeah, basically whenever you have to pray till return to the Waking Sands, just use one of these and you will be set. There's actually a lore reason why there's no Aetheryte in Vesper Bay. Yeah, they explain the reasoning of the design of this town through the story. I love it. Alright, I think I can finally unequip that gear. There we go. Level 18. Oh, this must be one of the changes that they made. Because the level 18 weapon coffer was definitely not something you could get before. Containing a weapon of item level 18 through 21. Huh. Alright, so I'm basically heading back to the materia dude. But the reward is a little different. A little different than what I was accustomed to. I think I can warp nearby. Yeah. Back to Blackbrush. This feels a little stuffy for some reason. Yeah, I think I just have to... actually, no, I gotta go around. Hey, Mutamix, I'm here to give you a dagger. Fighty Tool drinks in airy self. When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia joined with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes, Fighty Fool gains power of airy self. Fish, Scott, Metamix is reckoning the Upperlander as friend of Minfilia. Yeah, you got that right. Yes, tongue flaps reach ear of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix, yes? Yep. There you go. Ska, fighting tool is unstrong as the eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. The materia, master. Now eyes of Uplander point at fighting tool, yes? Pish, skosh, materia will join with fighting tool. Glowy crotch makes materia! Fighting tool gains power of materia, fighting tool reborn. Here, Uplander take fighting tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It's created by drawing out the etheric constitutes from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond. That being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger years from Summit that would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Pish, ska! Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill braincase with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants braincase to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. I was already here, so yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, so I've got 3,800 gil in these two spots right here. That's cool. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use another one. I don't know if those are limited or if you can get more. But I assume... But it's kind of odd that they specifically give you 12, so I assume that they expect you to use them in 12 specific points in the main story quest. Kind of odd, but okay. Ooh. Something new. Oh, okay, it's another dungeon breadcrumb quest. Probably not going to do that one. Welcome back, Throat. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved useful. Materia Enhanced Dagger! Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. Alright, well I guess I'm getting that. Does that give me a... Oh, okay, it just does that. But this one has materia slots. Let me check my current dagger. Oh, it's got materia slots. Never mind. Speaking of materia slots, I think I got 2 spirit, 100% spirit-bound pieces of gear now. At least I thought I did. Lord of the Inferno! Okay. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. Head back over there and help him out. Let me sell my stuff first. I don't know, if you ask me, the weapon coffer seems kind of useless because one would assume you'd just be keeping up with the job quests as you're doing the main story quests. And in my case, I'd probably be a little over-leveled for the current main story quest. I don't know. I guess they're covering all their bases. All right, yeah. Let me mend my stuff and sell my extra stuff. Oh, I didn't need to have anything repaired. I'll sell it. Sell that. Sell that. See if I have any, see if I can get any... No, okay, no. Definitely not. Alright, you don't sell armor, so that's useless. Alright. I don't want to do that. I actually want to just, return to Drybone. Drybone. Ah, you're Throat Garrote of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is capture the Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. Lie in wait at the invisible city. You've been briefed on the details of the operation. Flames anticipate that the Amalja will offer fierce resistance. You are urged to prepare accordingly. When you're ready, proceed to the invisible city and lie in wait at the designated location. Cool. Oh, the invisible... Okay. Oh, let's head over there now. I've been thinking about how I want to cover Age of the new Hyrule Warriors game when it's out at the end of next week. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and just do a flat-out Let's Play of it, and then anything extra that I might want to do, I may go on ahead and just stream and cut that up and editing for YouTube videos. Ooh, rotting corpse. I'll just do this. Oh wow, I'm gonna get synced down to level 24 because I'm so far ahead. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. These guys look very, very muscly. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Even more lizard men! We're surrounded! There was a man on the inside. That's how they were able to find out about the roots. Preposterous! Inconceivable! Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Yep, he's gone too. Oh, we gotta fight our way out. This should be easy since we're gonna be level 24 and everyone else is like level 20. And I don't have my third combo yet. Alright, let's get rid of these archers. Ankles shanked. And stop attacking. There we go. Oh, now we got spear guys. They should be shanked easily. Make him a little bit weaker. Dead. Ah, poop. And they still keep coming. Looks like we've been captured. Oh no. And I got put to sleep. Yay. Technically, we beat it. Well, now we're here. Hey, how you doing? These waters feed into the marshes of Drybone. A short swim will see us to freedom. However, if all of us attempt to flee, we are like to be discovered. You alone must sneak out and assemble a rescue party. Once you've won free, seek out our comrade stationed at Drybone. He will show you the way back here. May the 12 speed your way. Oh, okay, so this is how you get out of here. Cool. I did not know that, actually. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers! Alright. Let's enter the bowels of Ifrit. It's gonna be nasty, so you might want to bring a nose plug. Alright. Ready to shank his ankles. So now we wait. I'm gonna change some settings around with the audio. System configuration. Play sounds when not active. System sounds, sound effects. I'll just do that. Okay. That way I can tell when I'm gonna pop, because I'm gonna be tabbed out. Alright. And for the YouTube VOD, I'm gonna cut back in when the queue pops and we're ready to enter.
A few moments later.
12 minutes, oh my god. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and save this for next time. Well, just because it's taken so long. I was hoping for like a 7 to 8 minutes tops, not a 12-minute queue timer. So I think we'll continue this in the next stream. So, YouTube, thanks for watching, and take it easy. I'll see you later.